Hey, hey, hey. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. All right. I see my camera is still wonky. Hold on 2 seconds. I don't know why I can't seem to get it right. You would think it wouldn't move while I'm, not using it, but apparently it does. So hello. All right, let me share this over to my group. All right, there we go. All right, hello. Happy Monday. It's been a good Monday, so yay for that. I'm glad to be home though, and I'm glad that I get to craft with you guys tonight. Make sure you comment, make sure you share. Commenting actually helps me with all the Facebook algorithm stuff, and then sharing helps as well for finding new customers. So make sure that you do all that. Hey, Verna. So yeah, okay, so we're gonna dive right in, and I am going to show you who our winners are. So Vicki, you won, and I've got your address, so I'll get that out to you. And then Donna, for you won as well. I don't think I have your mailing address, Donna. I cannot remember. So if you will just message me with what your address is, then I will get that out to you. So that's just a ribbon. And then Vicki, you won some embellishments. So I will get those in the mail. Prizes for next week. We've got a little pack here of brightly gleaming foil elements. It's some stars and some other little fun things. And then I also have a bolt of ribbon. So I will draw names for that. Hey Deb, how are ya? And so comment and share. That's how you get into that. And for the paper pumpkin, the Haunts and Harvest paper pumpkin kit, you have from now until September the 10th to get registered for that. It is going to be a gorgeous little kit. I always love the fall kits, so I'm super excited about that one. And anyway, once I get it in, obviously I'll do alternatives with it. But if you'd like to get in on this paper pumpkin, you just need to subscribe by September the 10th. Okay, don't forget, right now with Celebration, for every $50 that you spend, you get a free item. There are two categories. You have $50 category and a $100 category. So make sure that you get in on getting the most bang for your bucks. Karen, sorry, I'm reading your... Oh, Karen, I miss you so much. And I'm so sad that you can't do bingo because I was so looking forward to seeing you. But it's okay. We will find time to craft together soon. I promise. When you join right now with Stampin' Up! During Celebration, you actually get to pick a bundle from the July to December mini catalog, or what I like to call the holiday mini catalog. So when you join though, please know that you don't get the Celebration items and the bundle. You actually would get your kit, your $125 worth of products for only $99. And then when you place your first order, then you'll start getting the Celebration items. So just know that if you decide to join. Bingo, Stampin' Bingo is September the 11th. I actually have extended the registration to September the 3rd. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. There is a link in the description of this video for you to register. So make sure that you do that if you're interested in coming. And that registration ends, it's this coming Friday, because bingo is in 2 weeks. So yay. September class is at Bethel United Methodist Church in Winsboro, South Carolina. For those of you who are not in local area to me, you can still take this class and you can take it to go. And how that will work is I will actually cut the kits and mail them to you. on Saturday. So they will go out as I'm having the class. They'll go out that morning in the mailbox. It is $20 or it is free with a purchase. There's a link in the description of this video for you to do that as well. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you do the registration link or do your purchase. And these are the cards that we're going to be making. Okay. And let's see what else. Good evening, everyone. Oh, thank you for sharing. I really do appreciate that. Okay. So next thing is Club. Club is $39. And I have to say, I love these cards. I love this month's cards. This month, you're going to actually get extra products, more than the $20 that I normally put in your kits. We're going to be using the Harvest, Nature's Harvest bundle. You can also add this bundle onto the kit or to your club with, and I pay the shipping and the tax for you. So you literally would get it just for cost. But lots of stuff comes in the club. And for $39, it's a great deal. And then the other part of that is if you stay in it for 6 consecutive months, you get $25 in free products. So that's always a bonus too. So if you're interested in that, again, there's a link in the description of the video. There's always a link in the description of the video. Okay, I think that is it for tonight. I think that's all the announcements. So let's get started with our little projects today. Trying to find the stamp set. So we're going to be using the sweets and the treats. When I saw this stamp set, all I could think of was craft fairs. And I do a lot of craft fairs, so I know there's a glare and I'm sorry. So I was totally excited. I always look for sets that have like the craft fair kind of look to it. So we're going to make one card, and then we're going to do 2 little treat boxes for with this stamp set. Okay, we're going to start off with the card. We're going to do a lot of little fussy cutting, but I have cut out the majority of everything else so that you're not here all night watching me fussy cut. Okay, so this is the first card we're going to make. And I'm going to pull out all my stuff here. Make sure I don't lose anything. With this card, I decided to kind of combine it with the gingerbread and peppermint Memories and More card pack. Y'all, this Memories and More card pack is fantastic. Y'all, I love the Memories and More card packs because you can make a lot of quick and simple cards with them. But this one is quite amazing. I'm just going to show you really quick because it deserves to be shown. All right, let's see. So you've got a whole bunch of different stickers here. So you've got these mitts, which is great. And then you've got these little sentiments, which are just fantastic. This right here looks like a cookie, which it probably is a cookie, but anyway, it is, it's fantastic. These little ornaments and stuff, they're just, these are great for, you could do little recipes on them. And then you've also got this one, which is an actual recipe. It says cookie recipe. So you could take these and make some little recipe books and give them away as Christmas presents. So kind of cool. And then let's see, I've got more here. You've got more stickers here. So you've got some spatulas that you would pick up your cookies with, and you got your mitts and some snowflakes and Christmas trees and all kinds of fun stuff. This is where I got the sentiment for this card, and I just went around and I cut out each little word. So this is one of my favorite parts of it. You have the little cooling rack, and you've got the silver, and then you also have black. So fantastic. Again, absolutely love that one. So I'm going to set that aside, and we are going to have one little set here already because this is what I used. All right. All right, so we're going to take our card base, we're going to fold it in half, and then we're going to give it a good crease. Okay, Then we're gonna take this little strip, and this is using the gingerbread, I think it's called gingerbread and peppermint. Yes, gingerbread and peppermint designer series paper, and it's 6 by 6. So it's got some really fun designs in here. And just, this is a great pack of paper right there. Okay, so we're gonna adhere this straight down to our card. I'm gonna grab my adhesive. Oops. My hand slid. And of course I got it on my paper there. Okay. All right, so let's attach this right here. So we're just gonna leave a small little border for it, okay? Then we're gonna take and adhere another piece of the DSP to a piece of old olive. And I have the measurements and all the supplies used. I don't add adhesive and I don't add the cut and emboss machine, but I add the products that are actually used beyond those. And it is on my blog, so you can actually check out my blog and get all the information on the measurements for the card. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this piece up. So we're gonna grab some dimensionals. And two more, because we want to make sure that it stays on our card. All right, and then we're going to take this and pop this up right about here. And I think that's pretty even. Okay. All right, so then we've got that. Now I cut a white little scallop, and this is using the Stitch So Sweetly dies. And I was gonna show them to you, but there is no clue. I probably have them, oh, I did pull them all out. I had them in my little bucket. The Stitch So Sweetly dies. These are amazing. I absolutely love these labels that they have in here, as well as the little scallop stitched rectangles. So that's a good set to have. Okay, so all I did was cut it out in basic white. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this bad boy over. I'm gonna put 3 dimensionals on it, and I'm gonna run them along this edge here. This side is gonna run flat onto our, sorry, I have adhesive on my table right there, so the card keeps sticking to it. And then this part here is gonna lay across this part. And this is already popped up, so we don't want it to be cattywampus. Okay, so we're gonna put adhesive over here. And then we're gonna take off the backings. And we're gonna put it semi-centered from top to bottom. And we're just gonna lay it down. I'm just gonna kind of make sure it's straight. Okay? All right, so now we've got that. Now I want to add my mitt and my spatula. We're gonna add the mitt first. And we're gonna put it right about here. Okay? And then we're gonna add the spatula. So these are stickers, so it's real easy to adhere these. You don't have to worry about cutting them out or stamping them or anything, so it makes it really, really easy. We're gonna stick the spatula right about here. Okay? Now I'm going to take this here, and this is just using those, it's using these stitched rectangles. Okay, so that's all I did, and I just cut it out using this one right here. And I'm gonna pop it up. Actually, before I put it on there, I'm gonna take this little strip right here, and I'm gonna put adhesive on the back of it. Now that's a really skinny strip. So, and having a skinny strip I'm gonna put it on this little mat here. And this mat is called, hold on, I just drew a blank on it. Silicone craft mat. And what it does is adhesive does not stick to it. So that's a good thing, because when I run this across the back, you see this part is much wider than the strip itself. But now there's no adhesive down here because it doesn't stick, but it allows you to just kind of roll the adhesive back over on itself, okay? So then you're not messing up your table, which I do a lot. And then we're just gonna stick this right across through the center of our white piece. Okay, and then we're gonna flip that over and we're gonna pop that up. And I'm gonna grab my mini dimensionals for this one. I'm just gonna put 3 across there. Okay. All right. Then we're gonna take and just lay this across here. And I don't need the ends to show, so I'm gonna put it down just a little bit further. Like that, okay? All right, now, let's go ahead and put all of our sentiments down. So I've already pre-cut it all. I'm gonna put them all out like that. Save my little baggie. I'm going to take glue dots, okay? And I feel like this is the easiest way to do it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with Christmas, okay? I'm gonna put a glue dot on each side, and then I'm gonna adhere it down. And this one I want sticking off just a little bit, okay? So then I'm gonna continue that with all of them. So then like I really only need 1 glue dot on the back, okay? This one we're gonna put right about there. Find a lot. We're gonna do 1 on each end. Okay, we're gonna stick that one over here. Have it kind of hang off as well. And then taste, and we're gonna put taste up to the edge. And if any of your glue dot is hanging over, just kind of fold it on top of itself. Okay. All right, so then 2. Beginning. This is kind of the longest part. Okay, and then we're gonna put that kind of like that. And then just it's is the last one. Sorry, I went off screen for that one. All right, and then we're just gonna put that one right there, okay? So now there is your sentiment. And I'm gonna tear off and throw away that part. Okay, now I need to stamp my cupcake. Y'all, I'm getting like glue dots and adhesive everywhere. Oh, thank you, Denise. Okay, so let's stamp our cupcake. We're gonna stamp it in black memento because we're gonna use the Stampin' Right markers. Okay, so we're gonna stamp that down. Then we're gonna use, I'm gonna grab I'm grabbing grid paper so that I can color. All right. So we're gonna color the outside of the liner. We're gonna color it dark, Old Olive. So I'm just trying to stick with the same color theme. Okay, and then I'm going to do all those little scout areas right there. Okay. And then we're going to color in the rest of it with the light old olive. Okay. Then we're going to do the icing. We're going to do it red, in real red. So we're going to take the dark and we're going to do the whole bottom little swirl part. And then we're just going to kind of go along each black line with the dark red, okay? And then we're going to take the light and we will fill it in. So for those of you who have seen the catalog, is this a stamp set that you were intrigued with at all? I don't feel like a lot of people have been real, like, this hasn't been like their number one little go-to stamp, but it kind of was for me. So let me know in the comments if you had any interest in this stamp set. All right, and then we're just gonna fussy cut out, okay? And this might take me just a few minutes. My fussy cutting skills for the last couple days has not been so great. I don't know why. So. You would think that it would be because, well, I've been fussy cutting a lot, but I don't know. Some days you're off and some days you're not. All right, so there we go. We got that one. Now we're going to take a dimensional because this little white piece is popped up. So we're going to put a dimensional at the top, okay? And let me see. All right, I need to cut these real quick. I'm just using the outside of my dimensionals so I don't waste them. So I'm just going around and cutting it all. All right, so I'm gonna take and put this up top. Oop. Put that up top. And then I'm gonna put adhesive on the bottom. I'm just gonna run a little bit of adhesive there. Okay, take off that backing. And then, Berna, you haven't had any interest in this one? Yeah, it definitely is a little different, for sure. But I think it can have some cute potential to it. All right, and then we're just gonna place this right about here. And what I'm doing is I'm covering up this brown handle, okay? I'm just making sure to cover up that. There we go. Then I'm gonna take this little heart. I'm gonna put a glue dot on the back of it. And I'm gonna place it right about there. Then, the last but not least, I'm gonna take some of the Playful Pets ribbon. It's a little combo pack, and it's got real red in it, so I'm gonna use it to, I don't know, make a bow. Denise, you don't have this one? Would you have any interest in this one? Oh, everything is so cute. Oh, I don't know about that, Karen. But thank you. I do appreciate those kind words. I actually found this little layout. I look on Pinterest a lot for card layout designs. And with those card layout designs, I actually found two that I really liked. And so I combined those to create this card. So, but thank you for the compliment. I like the M&M card pack. Yeah, more than the bundle. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that gingerbread card pack is quite amazing. Quite amazing. Okay, so I've got a cute little bow here, and we're just going to put that right there with a glue dot at the bottom of our card. Okay. We're going to put it at the corner of the cupcake bottom. All right, so there is our first project, and it's a card. Okay. Now we're going to move on to project number 2. And it is a little box. Now, in this one, sorry, I need to take a sip of water real quick. You have the gingerbread DSP. Oh, isn't it beautiful, Denise? Oh, it's so pretty. The gingerbread set was probably one of the very first sets that really like drew my attention. So, all right, so in this little box is a little strawberry and cream pie. So of course, I was going through the grocery store with my husband and I saw these. They were kind of like in a little bin, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I totally have to have this. And he's like, but you're not even going to eat something like that. And I said, nope, I'm not going to eat it, but I need it for a project. So, which I do quite a bit when we're grocery shopping. I see little things and put it in, and we get to the checkout and he's like, what in the world? So, but I thought that this would be really cute with the pie in it. So, we're going to make this box, and I'm going to have to remember what the score lines are. So I'm going to have to go look at my blog real quick. I'm going to pull out all of our blends that we're going to need. And I need that, and I need this. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do the score lines for the box. So give me 2 seconds. I got to pull those up on my blog. Let's see. How do I do that? I don't know. I don't know how to do that while I'm live. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Nope. Oh, let's see. Apparently I have the wrong link in my video, y'all. I put the Facebook. You don't need the Facebook one. Okay, 2 seconds. Because I will never remember. Okay. I think I got it. It's a very odd-shaped box. So, it does make it a little difficult. So, let's see. And I have to scroll down on it. There we go. Maybe. Yay! Okay. All right. So, this is 8.5 by 5.5. And, oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It is, it is 9.25 by 7 3/4. And what we're going to do on the 9.25 is we are going to score it at 1 1/8. Okay. All right. All right. And the 1 1/8 is actually going to be right before your quarter. Okay. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. Yep. Y'all, I think my directions might be wrong. Let me look. Hold on. I'm going to find my piece of paper. Sorry. Nope, that's right. Okay. So 1 1/8 is right. And then we're going to flip it and do it again. All right. I think I might be straight now. Okay. And then it's going to be on the 7 3/4, which is right here. We are going to score it at 1 1 1/8. Yeah, see, I think I did something wrong, y'all. Hold on. And then we're gonna flip this side and do it at 1 1/8. Okay. We're gonna come back to this long side here, and we're gonna score it at 1 1/8, 4 1/8, 4 1/8, 5 1/4, and 8 1/4, 8 1/4. All right, so I was off on the 8 1/4 one. All right, that's what I did wrong. Okay, now I think I got it. Sorry. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Deb. I will see you next time. You can watch it on the YouTube channel. All right. Now I'm all good. So we're going to use our bone folder. I need to keep my cheat sheets with my boxes and stuff. I need to keep those in front of me. I don't know why I don't. Okay, so we're going to get all those. All right, so now what we need to do, this part right here is actually smaller than this end. And the reason for that is this is gonna tuck in, okay? So what we need to do is we need to cut off. I need to make sure I cut off the right pieces. And I'm gonna grab, well, we'll just use these scissors. Okay, so we're gonna cut here. And then we're gonna give that a good notch in, like that. And then we're going to, let's cut on this one first. This one's gonna go straight up, and then you're gonna notch the small tab, okay? This one right here, you're gonna notch the whole thing, okay? Like that. And then you're gonna do that again over here, and this is just gonna all be cut off, okay? Then you're gonna cut off, and you're notching in this tab right here. You're gonna notch, so it's gonna look like that. And then this one's gonna be cut at an angle and an angle. And then that one's gonna be at an angle on the small tab, then straight up that score line on the long tab, okay? And then straight up the score line, and then notch in the small tab, okay? I know that's a lot, so I'll let you see that really quick. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put adhesive on the inside of these small tabs right here. I'm gonna use the Stampin' Seal Plus for that. Okay. All right, and then that's just gonna fold up, and you're gonna line up the edges, okay? And you're gonna do it to this one as well. Okay, and then you're gonna flip it over and do it to the other side. Make sure I'm in the screen, sorry. Okay, there we go. All right, now all that happens is this just goes down and closes, okay? And you have to notch it on your tabs here, because otherwise it will catch and it won't go in smoothly, okay? So now what we'll do is put our little box in here, just like that, and it fits right down inside. And then you'll close it up. Then we're gonna add some DSP to it. All right, and this is just from the Brights collection. So this is Flirty Flamingo. So I just grabbed the Flirty Flamingo matching DSP. We're gonna take and put adhesive right like that, and we're gonna stick this on top because you gotta make it fancy, right? All right, these are your side pieces here, so we'll put some adhesive on there and then attach it there, and one more on the other side. Like that. And then, it got caught. All right. This is gonna go on the front right here. And then this one will go on the back. Okay. Just like that. Perfect. All right, so that's our front. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our ribbon. This is probably one of my favorite ribbons in the catalog. And of course, pink and black look fantastic together. All right, so we're just gonna wrap this around like this, and then we're just gonna tie a big old bow. Okay, and then pull that one just a little bit. And then I'm gonna trim off just a little bit of this edge and then cut off this tail over here like that. All right. And now let's build it up. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I cut a scalloped rectangle here. This is using the scalloped contours dies, okay, which matches a stamp set, the flower does, and then you've got all these beautiful labels here, and then of course one of my favorite dies is the stitch scallop there. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to pop this up, so we're going to put dimensionals at the top and the bottom, so it's going to straddle the ribbon there. Okay, so if you ever wanted to take the ribbon off, you could. All right, so we're just going to put 3 up top and 3 on the bottom, like that. All right, and then we're gonna place it right there. Okay. The next thing is I have a little piece right here. We're gonna stamp the sentiment with this, and we're gonna put it in, we're gonna use black memento for that. We're gonna stamp it right there. Oops, I got a little too far down, so we're just gonna flip it and stamp it again. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flag the end. All right, on that side and then on this side. Okay. And then we're gonna stick this up under, but it won't go very far, so I'm gonna trim off some of this side over here, okay? And then we're just gonna leave it flat. We're gonna make sure that the ribbon or the bow here doesn't cover it up, okay? So that's just gonna be flat down onto our treat. Slide it in like that, and it will hang off just a little bit, okay? All right, let's see if we can make this go like that. There we go. Okay, now we're going to stamp our pie and our stand for it. So I've got a piece here. We're gonna stamp it using black memento because we are going to color with our Stampin' blends again. All right. I'm gonna put that aside so I don't mess it up. Okay, now I took and did Crumb Cake for for our crust. So I'm going to do dark crumb cake. Just kind of around the bottom. Because you know that's the darker, crispier side. My favorite part of a crust. All right, and then I'm just going to kind of go like this. No rhyme or reason to it. And then let's fill in the rest of it. I think my crumb cake is starting to dry out, so I might need a new one. All right, there we go. And then the rest of it is going to be Flirty Flamingo. So I'm going to take the dark Flirty Flamingo and I'm going to fill in our little strawberry pie filling. All right, and then we're going to do dark Flirty Flamingo down here. All right, and then do our light the rest of the way. Okay, so there's that. I need to put my grid paper underneath it again. All right, let's do our Smoky Slate. We're gonna do dark on the edges here. And then kind of run a straight line right about there. And then go up under it a little bit and down the sides. And then down here. And y'all, I know nothing about shading, so I do my own thing. So if you're good at shading and you're good at knowing where shadows are, have at it. I'm just not good at that kind of stuff. So, all right, and then we're just gonna fill it, the rest of it in with the light Smoky Slate. Get it to do some good blending for me. It's honestly why I love Stampin' Up's blends, because I know nothing about coloring and it does it all for me. It makes it look a whole lot better than I could make it look. All right, so we're gonna cut out these pieces here. And again, these are simple because they are very easy lines. Nothing hard about it, I promise. If I'm willing to do it, then it's much easier because I make it all look hard anyway. Oop. All right. I think with my fussy cutting, I think I concentrate on it too much. I need to just do it, right? All right, there is our pie. And then here is our stand for it. Our little pie stand or cake stand, whichever you prefer. All right. I'm also a lefty, so I probably do it way awkwardly than most people do it anyway. But it's okay. All right, around that curve, and then we are almost to the end. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of all those little scrap pieces that fell off. And I don't know how to do that either. Yeah, thank goodness for Stampin' Blends, because see, they made it look pretty and I could never have done that. Okay, we are going to take some mini dimensionals. We're actually going to take the edging down here and we're going to cut a little skinny strip like this. We're just going to cut that whole thing off right there. I'm going to take it and put it into a couple of pieces and put it right here on the thin line part, okay? And I'm going to cut one more. Oops, it's sticking to my finger. And stick that one right there. Okay, then I'm going to take a regular dimensional wherever I put them. Y'all, I lost my dimensionals. Huh, interesting. I didn't put them back up here, did I? Nope. I will find them after we get done, I'm sure. That's usually the way it works, but let me grab some more. I have a pack right next to me. That is so odd. Like, oh, yep, see, I told you I'd find them. Here we go. All right, then I'm gonna stick this here. All right. Now I'm gonna bring my box in and I'm gonna put this right about here to the bottom, kind of bottom center, okay? But putting those little skinny strips there kind of helps to keep those up and secure, okay? Then we're gonna take our pie and we're gonna put on a couple dimensionals there. We wanna make sure that we leave a little bit of that bottom open so that we can kind of slide it on top of that stand, okay? Because you don't want your pie floating in air. All right, so there we go. Now the next thing I want to do is, of course, I want to add a little heart because it's a little treat for someone. So we're going to pop it up, just put one in the middle, and then stick it right there. Actually, we're going to move it down a little bit. We want to see that stand. Then I'm going to take the Simply Elegant trim. I'm going to grab this silver. I'm going to stick with the silver. Oops. And I'm gonna tie a little bow, which I know that adds 2 bows to it, but it's okay. You can leave off this extra one if you want to. Totally up to you. You could even leave off the heart if you wanted to, but I thought it just needed something more. I thought without the heart and the extra little bow, it just seemed a little plain. So that's why I added it. Now I'm putting a glue dot on the back of my trim and I'm wrapping it on itself and I'm just sticking it down in the center. Okay, now last thing we want to do is I want to add my black matted dots, okay? So let me grab my take your pick tool. We're gonna add one here. We're gonna add one up there. There. Let's add it there. And we'll do right there. Okay? All right, so that is project number 2. Okay, project number 3. We are going to do one of the pieces first because it is going to require a little drawing, but this is project number 3. Now, I did this kind of thinking about a male. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Kind of thinking masculine, okay? But still fun. And I didn't end up really liking all this extra white space, but you can't add a bow if you want it to be masculine. So I am going to cut down I'm going to use a smaller one, but on this one, I just decided to leave it like it is. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this right here is glittery and shiny. And what I did to create that is I used our shimmery crystal effects, okay? So we're gonna do this first. And then we'll do the rest of it. Oh, I didn't show you what's in it. Okay, what is in it is a little mug cake mix, okay? Duncan Hines is what I could get my hands on. But the best one to actually go in this box is probably, because this, I did fold down the end of that one, and this is got a lot of air in it, but it still fits. And then got little magnets too, and there's a little magnet under there, which on the one we're gonna do, we're gonna put the magnet on top because I felt like the magnet underneath, it kind of doesn't stay together as well. So anyway, so that is that. So we're gonna pull out all of our little pieces here. Because I was fussy cutting, I made sure to cut all the pieces that we were gonna need. Okay, so for this one, we need this little cake, which is this image right here. And I know that's supposed to be a fruit cake, but I'm just gonna let you guys know. I think it's my internet that's freezing, y'all. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Am I still there? No! Hello? Okay, put in the comments if you can still see me. Let me see if I can, hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can, yes, okay. I was gonna say I might be able to come off Wi-Fi, but I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna hurry. How about that? Okay, so this is supposed to be a fruit cake. I don't do fruit cakes. I don't like them. I think they're horrid tasting. So I turned it into a little fun confetti cake. All right, so let's stamp. Okay, perfect. It keeps telling me my broadcast has been interrupted. I don't know. Maybe it's someone messing with me. Who knows? Okay, so we are going to take and use a whole lot of Stampin' blends again. We're going to do some Pool Party up here. Make sure I grab the right one. And again, I'm just doing some dark in some areas. And then we're going to fill it in with the light. And that's going to all kind of be covered up anyway when we do our crystal effects. Let's see if I can spit those words out. Okay, so we are going to, I'm just going to randomly pick some here. We're going to go with 3. And let's do, we're going to do some dark orange. So this is pumpkin pie. All right. Let's do a light pumpkin pie as well. All right. And then let's do the rest of them with the granny apple green. Let's do the dark granny apple green. All right. So now you got some confetti going on in your cake. All right, now we're gonna fussy cut it really quick. And I gotta find my scissors. All right, so again, this one is really simple. with this one, we are going to cut off the hollies because we do not want the hollies. Okay. And we're just going to go around. And then do a little bit of a scalloped border down there. And it probably still won't be completely done. Okay. My iPad has told me that I cannot be seen at all. So, give me a like if you're still there. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, it still says I'm live. Okay. Sorry, y'all. My iPad must be going crazy. Okay. Now, we're going to take these crystal effects and we are going to put a good amount of it on, okay? So it's literally, you do have to squeeze hard. There it comes. Okay, so I'm literally just squeezing a whole bunch on there. And then I'm just going to kind of fill in. I'm going to use the tip, just kind of move it around. Okay, and then when I run out of that one, or run out of, you know, if I need more, you can add more as you go along. All right, I think that should be good. It's almost like cake decorating, which I have no skills at. My youngest sister is a cookie, that's what she does for a living. She bakes cookies and she literally has the best looking cookies ever. They taste pretty good too. And it's probably a good thing that she lives in Georgia and I live in South Carolina, because I probably would be as big as a house if I was anywhere close to her with her cookies. So we're going to set that aside to dry. Then we're going to I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment since I've already got all that out. All right. So I'm going to put this down in the bottom right-hand corner. And we're going to hope it's straight. Pretty good. All right. So now we've got all that done. I'm going to set that aside as well. I'm going to bring in my score tool again. My Simply Scored. All right, I'm just getting some stuff out the way so I can bring it in. All right, and I'm going to go back to my blog so I can see the measurements for it. And I promise to try to get this one right. All right, so here we go. I think you can see it. Yep. I know, Denise, right? Some yummy cookies. She made some for my wedding, and I was really kind of hoping to have, you know, a whole bunch left so that I could take them home. There was not that many left for our honeymoon, so they were getting wiped out quick. Okay, so I'm going to take I did Granny Apple Green with my sample, but I'm actually going to do Pacific Point for this one. And we are going with the 5 1/4 by 4 1/2 piece first, and we're going to score that at, on the 5 1/4 side, we're going to score it at 1 and then 1 3/4. Okay, so 1 3/4, and that's it. You're going to put that aside. Then you're going to bring in 8 1/4 by 6. Okay, so then there's your 6. On the 8 1/4 side, we are going to score at 2 1/2 and 3 and 3 1/4. Yes, 3 1/4. Okay, then we're going to turn it on the 6th, and on the 6th we are going to score at 3/4, and we're going to score at 5 1/4. Okay, so really simple. Really simple. And you're probably thinking that is not going to turn into a box. Oh, but it is. Okay, let's go ahead and burnish all the score lines. And let me get back to my comments here. There we go. How long have I been married? I have been married, June was 4 years, so actually not very long. I got married when I was older. So I'm 40. I got married at 36. I waited a long time to get married, but it was a good thing, because if I had married any of the guys that I had dated when I was younger, I would probably be divorced. So God had a good plan in waiting until I was older. I also probably would not have married my husband, as he is a pastor, when I was younger, because I was a Christian, but I fell from the church for a little while. So God had a perfect plan for us when we met. Although we did date for a long time. We've been together since 2011. Yes, 2011. But we were long distance as well. So that was a big adjustment. We had to figure out how to get our lives to be combined into one. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these right here. And these are going to be little notches on both sides. And we're going to do this side. And then this side. All right, so there we go. There's that. Now, this is going to fold up like this, okay? Just like that. And what we're going to do is put adhesive on the inside. So I'm going to take my Seal Plus. And you can use liquid glue, or you could even use tear and tape. Hold on, I gotta go in a direction I can work with. All right, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna fold that up. So that it's flat. Okay, then we're gonna put adhesive along here and along here. And then we're going to just fold this up and adhere it right there. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to get rid of these right here. So we are going to cut straight across, and then we're going to cut down. Yes, it does. Everything definitely happens for a reason. And God kept me out of trouble, that was for sure. All right. So then we'll cut this off. And if you are very particular about it being straight, usually I am, then I would actually recommend using longer scissors to cut it. But my longer scissors are on the other side of the room. So we're just going to leave it like this. I'm just going to make it look a little prettier over here. All right. Okay, so there we go. Now, this is going to be our cover, okay? So we're going to put adhesive right there. And this is a design that I found off of Pinterest. So the box style is not mine. And then we're going to line it up on that score line. So you want to actually get right below the actual fold of the score line. Because if you put it right on the fold, you won't be able to actually fold it over. Okay, so then there we go. There's our little box. I'm gonna go ahead and put our little, this is actually a strawberry shortcake mug cake. The other one was confetti. All right, and what I did was I just kind of squeezed that up a little bit and then just folded the end and stuck it in like that, okay? And again, you could leave it out if you wanted, which I think I might on this one. All right. Now, I'm going to actually round these corners here. So I'm going to stick this in my little detailed trio punch. I'm going to round. There we go. And then we're going to add a piece of DSP to the bottom down here, just like that. This one is a little bit more girlier because of the rainbow stripes, but it'll be okay. All right, so we'll put this here. And then we're gonna put this one up here, right about there, okay? Oops. Okay. And then straight across. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna take my magnets, and these are just, these are straight off of Amazon. I was gonna look to see if it had the size on there, but it does not. But they're tiny ones, and they are strong yet skinny, so they won't bulk up your projects at all. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them together. I'm going to grab a glue dot and put it on the back. All right, and then I've pulled it off. I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna put it right here in the center, or as close to the center as I can get it. And then I'm gonna take another glue dot and I'm gonna put it on the other one, okay? Like that. And now, all I'm gonna do is fold it, kind of put it where I want it, and then just kind of tap it like that, okay? Then I'm gonna stick my finger in and press it down, and voila, there you go. And I just find that it attaches and stays a little better than this one does. So even if I took that out, I just feel like this one stays better when it's on the outside of the paper, okay? But you can do whichever one you want. All right, now let's take our sentiment, and we want to be able to put a spoon down through it, okay? Because they want to use the spoon when you give this to them. So we're going to take and put dimensionals over here, right there, and then on this end, okay? So then your spoon will be able to slide through there. Okay, and we're gonna put it over kind of like that. All right, and then we're gonna grab our cake. I'm gonna put some dimensionals on the back of it without touching it because it is still wet. Okay, now I'm gonna take those backings off. Oh, I just stuck my hand in it. Pooh. All right, it's okay. All right, and then that's gonna go right there. And I'll press it down a little bit better once it dries. And then you'll just take your spoon and you stick it right through there. And then you can wrap it in a solo bag so that, you know, obviously the spoon doesn't get dust on it or anything like that. But I don't have any more spoons either. Or I can't find the rest of them. I found like 1 or 2, but anyway, so there we go. So that is project number 3. And I'm going to stick this here so you can see both of those. And then let me grab the card. So there's the card that we made. And then here is the other box we made. So I hope you guys enjoyed these projects. I hope I gave you a reason to buy this sweets and treats. I will let you know, I have another project that will come out later this week. This dome right here, we have a die set that matches with it. And it's with the, I can't pronounce it, cloche, I think is how you pronounce it. But with that, you have these little dome shaker cards, okay? Or you can do little shakers with it. So be on the lookout for that coming later this week. It will probably be Friday when it comes out. And I may even, I'm off on Friday, so who knows? I may even come out with a Facebook Live on Friday and just spend a little time with you guys doing it. Don't hold me to that. It's not a guarantee, but we'll see. I have to finish kind of getting my Saturday class together, and after I do that, I will be ready to rock and roll with you guys to make another one with you. So I hope you guys have a great evening, and I hope you enjoyed the projects. Again, you can click, I will add a description to the video for the blog so that you can go straight over there and look at the projects. I did apparently take that out, so I will make sure to get that done for you guys in just a few minutes. And again, though, if you have any questions, let me know. And if you love these products, feel free to go to my online store and purchase those products. And I will see you guys later. Thanks a lot. Bye.